President Trump lashed out at Vladimir Putin. Elon Musk lost another rocket. And Turkey is cracking down on an annoying type of air passenger. That's some of what we'll get to on the 7 from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Wednesday, May 28th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. Number 1. President Donald Trump has in the past taken a friendly tone toward Russian President Vladimir Putin, but that's changed in recent days. Speaking to reporters on Sunday, Trump said this about the Russian leader following fresh attacks on Ukraine.
I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him. But he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all.
And yesterday, Trump posted an angry message on Truth Social. It said, "What Vladimir Putin doesn't realize is that if it weren't for me, lots of really bad things would have already happened to Russia. And I mean really bad. He's playing with fire." These were some of the harshest words yet that Trump has had for Putin. And it comes as Trump is considering increased sanctions against Russia over its unwillingness to negotiate a ceasefire with Ukraine. On the campaign trail, Trump had said he would resolve the war within 24 hours. He's since said that he was being, quote, a little bit sarcastic. But his frustration with Putin is boiling over nonetheless. The Trump administration halted visa appointments for foreign students. That's number 2. In recent months, Trump officials have been fighting with universities where students have protested against Israel's war in Gaza. The administration claims the universities allowed anti-Semitism on their campuses. Most recently, officials attempted to bar Harvard University from hosting international students. And the Trump administration directed federal agencies to cancel or redirect contracts with the Ivy League school. The government has also targeted foreign students who have expressed pro-Palestinian political beliefs. Yesterday, the State Department took its crackdown a step further. The agency paused the process of issuing visas for foreign students, and it's making plans to expand guidelines for screening applicants' social media accounts. The move has concerned free speech and immigration experts. More than 1 million international students attend colleges across the United States each year. Number 3. Elon Musk's SpaceX lost another Starship on a test flight. Musk is returning to his companies after a controversial stint as an advisor to Trump. Yesterday, he attended a test launch of his company's Starship rocket in Texas as he tries to inject renewed energy into his space venture. But it didn't go great. There was a partial success. The test started without issues, but the spacecraft lost control well into its flight, started tumbling, and eventually came apart. It was the 3rd consecutive loss of a Starship. Before the launch, Musk told the Post that his U.S. Doge service had become a whipping boy for the government's problems. And speaking to CBS News, he broke with the president over his massive tax and spending bill.
So, I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing.
Trump's bill is central to the president's agenda. So Musk's criticism marks a pretty remarkable split with Trump and Republicans. Number 4. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. announced a change in coronavirus shot recommendations for some groups. Yesterday, the Health and Human Services Secretary posted a 58-second video on X.
I couldn't be more pleased to announce that as of today, the COVID vaccine for healthy children and healthy pregnant women has been removed from the CDC recommended immunization schedule.
Kennedy's move is unprecedented. It bypasses the traditional system of vaccine advice from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC recommended COVID shots for everyone over 6 months of age. And it has alarmed public health experts. They fear that the nation's top health official is undermining public confidence in vaccinations. Kennedy is the founder of a prominent anti-vaccine organization. Authorities are still hunting for 2 escaped inmates in Louisiana. That's our 5th story. 12 days ago, 10 inmates broke out of a New Orleans jail. It sparked a manhunt that stretched all the way to Texas. So far, authorities have recaptured 8 of the 10 escapees. They've also arrested 6 other people who have been accused of aiding the fugitives. But 2 inmates are still on the lam: Antoine Massey and Derek Groves. According to authorities, Groves was convicted of second-degree murder for a 2018 shooting. Massey faces charges of motor vehicle theft and domestic abuse battery. And this is actually not the first time that Massey has escaped custody. He has previously broken out of a juvenile detention center and another jail. Number 6. The Colorado River Basin has a big problem underground. The Colorado River runs through 7 western states. It's a source of drinking water and electricity for tens of millions of people. Its dwindling flow has alarmed the American West for years. But according to a new study, the water losses happening underground are even worse. Researchers found that the Colorado River Basin has lost twice as much groundwater since 2003 as water taken out of its reservoirs. The declines have been especially steep in Arizona. The study noted that groundwater simulations for the Phoenix area indicate complete depletion by the end of the century. Arizona officials disputed that finding. A major factor in the decline is overpumping for agriculture. And at number 7, Turkey is fining plane passengers who stand up too early after landing. If you're a frequent flyer, you've probably encountered a particular kind of passenger. Maybe you are that passenger. I'm talking about the one who gets out of their seat before the plane has even stopped taxiing, or who crowds the aisle before it's their row's turn to exit. This behavior is annoying, especially when you end up getting hit in the face by a backpack while you wait your turn to stand up. But it can also cause delays, and it's a safety risk. That's why Turkish officials are cracking down. They've instructed cabin crews this month to issue warnings and report early risers to the authorities. The fine could be the equivalent of about $67. So if you find yourself flying in Turkey, tempted to make an early run for the doors, remember, crime doesn't pay. All right, you're all caught up. You listen to The 7 because you value being informed. The Washington Post, the journalists on our audio team, throughout our newsroom and in bureaus around the world, it's what we all value. Strong reporting, scoops, holding power to account. And that is what a Washington Post subscription supports. Our Memorial Day sale is here, and I want to make sure you know about it if you're not already a subscriber. Signing up right now is a way to show how much you value our work here on the show and beyond. With this sale, you can get a subscription for just $2 every 4 weeks for your first year. And after that, it's just $12 every 4 weeks, and you can cancel anytime. As always, there's a link to subscribe in our show notes, or you can go to washingtonpost.com/subscribe. One more time, that's washingtonpost.com/subscribe. It's a limited time offer, so take advantage of it now. I'm Hannah Jewell. I'll meet you back here tomorrow.